out like that is because I was trying to put some tags in the video, which will make the video get to the right people, hopefully. Unfortunately, it looks like the speed is off on the live. So I wonder what I can do to change that. Let's try sharing one more time just to somewhere real quick. Where would be a good place to share? Discord. Oh well. All right. Hopefully this is semi decent. Okay, yeah, it is. So basically, today we're going to be talking about the internet computer, and whatever price it's sitting at right now is actually pretty good. Oh man, this sucks, dude. Why is my live streams always kind of like staticky like that? I don't like that. It almost makes me like want to start all the way over. Oh well. So we need to get people over here. That's the problem, though, man. With these pop-up live streams, is that now we have 0 people here, and it doesn't look like YouTube is showing any people on my channel right now. So let's just take a few minutes to let people show up. I'm not going to start until at least a few people get on here. So. Um, Yeah, we're going to be talking about a massive move for internet computer if a few things happen. And so right now we are looking at Bitcoin as the market decider. But internet computer has a lot going on for it. Right now, Internet Computer is working on becoming a top 20 crypto. And I believe that it's going to do that sooner than later. Because what is happening right now is people are accumulating. Some of the older staking positions are being, undone. And so what we need to have happen is sustainable staking. So I think they should make a proposal on the internet computer that has something to do with big amounts of ICP being unlocked from the dissolve delay. I think if they, make the person at least, say if you put over a 500,000 ICP or something, when your time runs out, you can only spend 250,000 of those right away. So I think that would incentivize the bigger ICP holders to legitimately stake and have rewards for them to do that, to lock up massive amounts, right? For longer periods of time so that it puts value in the future. It's locked up, it can't be taken out. And so that would help a lot of these big accounts. That's not the massive thing that we're talking about to make ICP go to 20 and even $40. That is the next price we're looking at, is a $30 to $40 ICP. And what we need to have happen to have that be sustained is, like I was telling everybody in my Bitcoin video yesterday, that $50,000 level on Bitcoin, which starts at the beginning of the bull run and it travels an upward trending support line. And we broke underneath of that. So when we break above that, that massive move will bring ICP to $40. So that is what we're looking at. And I know the market is always like, oh, let's go up to like 40 something and then back down to 38. But if you remember last time we did that, we actually went down to 32,000 with Bitcoin. This time, we only made it to 38, and that looks like the bottom. So our bottoms where we, get dumped down to are starting to get higher and higher. And that is indicative of a mass movement in the near term. So what I want you guys to do is just kind of be diligent and holding your crypto. I wouldn't recommend buying a whole bunch of garbage coins right now. Stick to your layer ones, your layer twos, your good cryptos. I learned that with Engine Starter right now. It's kind of difficult. I made like $100 off of 200, and I decided, well, I'm going to stay in this for a little longer and see what happens. Well, I'm $50 in the loss now on my Engine Starter. So, people get mad at ICP, but now that it's found its level, it doesn't really go much below that. It stays in that $15, $16 level, doesn't go much below that. So unlike other cryptos that, constantly go below those certain levels and you can't really predict it, well, ICP, the good part is the lowest we really seem to be hitting is 15 bucks. And everybody's like, well, we're going to 11 or, because the Fibonacci retracement, I understand that. That's not the way it's going to work right now at that bedrock level. That $15 level is important for internet computer, 14, 15. That level right there, I think is going to be sustained until we hit a bear market for Bitcoin, which is going to be a $20,000 Bitcoin. And it's going to happen sometime. We don't know when. There is a possibility we never see 20,000 again, but I don't believe that. Because when you have the reason I don't believe that, I'll tell you. When you have a previous all-time high of $20,000 and then you have a new all-time high of 65 and then 69, it is indicative that we go down and we touch that $20,000 again as support. So the only thing is we haven't touched that 20K again since we went above it, right? So that's the only thing that worries me, and the only thing that makes me think that we have a little bit of trouble ahead of us. Because our market isn't telling us exactly what to do, right? So that's what I like about the market, and that's why I'm here for you. The market's not telling us what to do. So you're constantly battling yourself. That's what it is. Because they set up crypto in a way, and stocks and all of that. There is a way that you're able to trick yourself. Because when a market constantly is erratic, this is good for us if we understand how to use it. When the market is constantly erratic, people stop putting money in it, right? And I do the same thing. And that's actually when you know to buy. When you notice that you want to take everything out, when you notice that you're like, hey man, I'm done, man. I'm sick of this. That every other person in the world is feeling that same exact way. And then that is where we get the fear and greed index. And this is why I'm going to continue talking like this. We are going to create our own narrative when it comes to crypto, when it comes to our finances. We can basically go into crypto, into blockchain, and basically create any technology we want that is compatible with the blockchain. We can take any real world technology and put it on the blockchain. What's up, Ray? Good to see you, man. Oh, from England. What's up, my friend? That reminds me, I need to do a collaboration. He's not from England, but my other buddy that's friends with him is from England. So shout out England. What's up, man? I didn't know I had England fans. That's what's up. So we have to write our own narratives. And why? Because if not, you will get manipulated by the psychology of crypto. Why do you think we can't break the $50,000 level? You think Bitcoin can't go over 50K? We've done it before. No, it's a psychological level, guys. Let's take control of our psychological profile in crypto. And if we do that as a community, like I can do it and it won't really have an effect, except I have a YouTube channel and I can speak it to you guys. And then you can be like, that does sound pretty good. If we take control of our narrative, we don't let the price dictate what we do. We know the prices that we buy crypto to make money at, right? So I know the graph will go to $1. Is it going to take a couple years? Maybe. Is it going to go to $1 again? Yes. Dude, I would bet you $1,000 right now. I'm not a betting man, but I would bet $1,000 that the graph will go to $1 again. But I was betting that it was going to happen in a shorter amount of time. That's the only difference. So that's how they get us with the psychology. Because most people, I want money and I want it now. If I'm not making money in my money now, my money's not working for me. Trust me, I've felt it a lot, especially in these last couple months. Because I'm like, well, I've lost a lot of money, but technically I haven't because I still have the same amount of crypto or more. The prices are just down. So how do you control your own narrative? It's a hard thing to do. Find a certain crypto, find a certain price, and get a certain amount. I just saved your whole crypto life right there. Not financial advice, entertainment purpose, only common sense, right? Just know your crypto, know the items you're getting in, know that it can go down a little bit. Have a plan if it goes down too far to get out, if that's what you're going to do. Or if it goes down too far, you're in it for the long run. So now let's get back to ICP. How can we do this with internet computer? Well, that's a good question. Where is our control point? For us, where do we want to buy internet computer at? Between $15 and $16. That's where I want to get it. That is where I think, especially 15, because 15 is a nice even round point. And if you can get 10 of them, that's 150 bucks. You can get 100 of them, 1,500 bucks. You get 10,000 of them, you're looking at $15,000. That's obtainable. You get 1,000 internet computer, it goes up to $750 again. You are going to have $750,000. So this is why I keep picturing that 750, even if it doesn't ever go quite to that again, which I almost pretty sure it will. It's at least going to go to like half of that. I'm cool with $380,000 or 350,000, whatever amount that is. So ICP is the daddy of all crypto without. Yeah, I agree, man. It is the big daddy of all the altcoins. I think even Ethereum, I think Ethereum is like the mom. I always pictured Bitcoin as like the grandpa and not the dad. So I think, yeah, Bitcoin's the grandpa, Ethereum's the mom, and ICP's the dad. That's basically how crypto is. I know that other people would be like, well, why wouldn't you put Cardano? Or, well, I mean, they're already established. The thing is, Cardano already has a lot of the pumping happening from the project. So projects don't only pump in price because of the price of Bitcoin, right? That's just the main thing that we look at. Do you know that when Bitcoin was going down, that's when ICP had a $750 rise. Imagine if Bitcoin was going up at that time. ICP probably would have went to 1,500 or more. It's possible that it goes even higher. Once the valuation from the project comes out, and what I'm saying is once all these ecosystem, the Bitcoin DeFi, all of the money starts rolling in, the wrapped ICP and all of this, that will bring value to the project and therefore raise the price of your crypto, because that's what you guys want, right? Is the price. But you need to understand the ecosystem in order to make money with the price. And that's why you don't just go pick any random project. You find a project that is going to bring you value. And we're going to have a massive move with ICP. So guys, please smash those like buttons. If you could share this just to get it out to a couple more people, that would help. I'm going to do 2 live streams a day from now on. And they might be just shorter. I might do an hour live stream still at night, but then I'll do my shorter one in the day. I don't know. We're going to do whatever works best with YouTube, right? So, and whatever works best for you too. So I'm kind of in a 50-50 place. I do what's best for YouTube and what's best for you too, not just one or the other. Because when I do one or the other, like I'm forgetting the fans, but then I can't forget YouTube as well. So it's kind of a both thing, but I'm happy with ICP, man. I did buy in at 40 bucks. And I did suffer a nice loss from that, but it's more than a $40 coin to me. Right now, it is 17 something, right? But to me, it's worth more than 40 bucks. Everything that's in the internet computer is going to bring that value into real cash dollars. And so that's what we need to realize. That's how you take control of your narrative. You find the projects that are going to flourish, whether you're in the project or not, right? So you can either be with it or you can see on the other side when everybody's successful. Imagine this is Microsoft at its beginning stages, ICP, because technically it is. It is making the internet a new place. Web3. It's the new internet. So if you understand what is happening and maybe why I agree with something my inner council boss member, King Love, said. He was talking about the price of internet computer and how, these markets are trying to keep it down and trying to push it down. And that could be because why, though? That is the question. When he said that, I'm like, well, yeah, they're trying to change the internet. How many, like Google itself doesn't want the internet to change. It knows it's going to, and it'll have to get on board eventually. But these big entities that own most of the internet, like shares or whatever, they control the internet with money, right? So when you're taking that and trying to make it into a blockchain thing where they don't get money anymore, these big powers that be can get mad. And I think that's why ICP has been dumped the way it is, at least partially. I didn't even realize that, but I think that might be part of the case. That they don't want it to change because with change of power comes change of money. And they don't want the money to be handed into the arms of internet computer. And it eventually is going to be a top 10 crypto. When they start building this Web3, when DeFi and Bitcoin start flourishing and all this money can flow in and out of the ICP on the Bitcoin blockchain, those two massive things that I've told you about, Bitcoin over $50,000 and ICP at that place where we need it to be, and all these projects and the DeFi coming out and all of that, that is the second big thing happening. Getting more transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain with Bitcoin. You don't even have to have wrapped ICP. You can, well, you might have to have wrapped ICP, but you don't have to have wrapped Bitcoin. It's actual Bitcoin on the network. I think you might have to have wrapped ICP. Maybe not, though. We'll see more when DeFi comes out, because I've been looking all over and all the DeFi projects on IC are still in progress. So keep your eye out for those. When those go in, ICP Swap, DeFinance, and Sonic. Those are the big ones we need to keep an eye on, because when Bitcoin ends up, putting the money into ICP, it's over, man. We are going to the moon, and it might even take Bitcoin to the moon too. It might be like a double daddy, granddaddy thing. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. It's looking all right here in Seattle today. I know that's probably kind of hard to see, but beautiful city, man. Not as beautiful as what God made. If you can see this side, there's actually Mount Rainier behind the tree there. So what God made is actually way better than what man made. So, but man did a pretty good job on ICP here, but it's just money, right? And it is just money, but the project is more than that. Like the ICP coin, yeah, it's a governance token. It's part of the bigger picture. But if you understand what ICP is doing, we need it. It's here to stay. That's why it took off so much when people first got it, because they understood what it was. The only reason that I think a majority of people aren't on board now is simply because of the price. That's it, because it went way up and way down, and that's all people can concentrate on. Wait till we get our next big price move, though. Wait until that happens. Then people are going to be like, okay, well, it went way down, and now it's above that low price. When we're sitting right next to the lowest price it's ever been, I can see why people are a little bit nerve-wracked. But me, I'm loving it. I'm buying as much as I can. I'm like, yes, dude, I know in a few years it's going to be worth a lot more. This gives me the chance that I missed out on Bitcoin. You know why I'm so happy? I got into Bitcoin when it was at $8,000, $9,000, right? Well, the only problem with that is I didn't have enough money to put in Bitcoin. I only had a couple $1,000s at the time, and that was just earned by surveys. And then I got a car accident settlement. That's when Bitcoin was already 25,000. So 25, 30,000. And so I wasn't able to buy in, and get multiple Bitcoins at that low rate. And so now I have a second chance with ICP. I know that if I can get enough of these, it's going to change my life forever. Forever. For the rest of my life, I could be well off. I might not be crazy rich, but that's where ICP is going to take me. And if you want to take the journey with me, guys, I encourage you to find out what works for you. Don't just go buy ICP. I'm not saying to just go buy ICP. Figure it out for yourself, man. If this is a good project to you, if this is something that makes you, I wouldn't say tingle, or like, it isn't like love or anything, but if it makes you, driven, if it gives you hope, if it does anything positive for you, hold on to that. God wants us to hold on to the good things, even if it comes in something you wouldn't think is good, like money, because money is not good, but the things that crypto can do is good. And that's where I'm at. Now I have another chance at basically a second Bitcoin or a second Solana. If you don't want to look at it as Bitcoin, look at it as a second chance at Solana at $20 or at $15. That's the way I look at it. Because ICP is Solana, except the Solana that goes to the gym. Seriously, it's like Solana that works out. That's what ICP is. Now, is it going to beat out Solana? No, I'm not saying that. Solana's a good project, dude. I'm cool with Solana. But what I'm saying is internet computer is where it's at. It is the next Bitcoin, not when it comes to the project or like the biggest coin, but when it comes to getting in early. This is your chance, man. This is your chance to set up yourself for success in the future. And that's what I'm doing, man. And this is a second chance for me to tell people about Bitcoin. Because the only problem was I wasn't making videos when Bitcoin was at $8, $9, $10,000, unfortunately. I was just buying. I didn't know enough about it then to give you guys value. As soon as I was able to double my money and make 10 into 20,000, then I was like, okay, now I can teach people. Now I'm ready. So let's make money together, guys. We can do this. I have your back. You have my back. We're in this community. We're not giving financial advice. We are building each other up. We are helping businesses being built. This is a business for me, but it's also a way for me to give back to you and give you some of my knowledge and just, listen to what you have to say as well. It's kind of a back and forth thing. I'm a really interactive YouTube person. I love talking with you guys. I love, just the camaraderie of crypto. And that's why I'm going to be in here for a while. All right, guys. That being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Better ICP. Bam!